Jetzt geht's los, Leute, okay? Jetzt wird aufgewacht, Leute, alles klar?
Which would help them conduct the electricity from the ether to give them the ability to fly. Now, that's all fiction, right? First, you need to know that dragons are most certainly real, and they have most certainly hidden that fact from us to hide the fact that we live in a spiritual realm. And if you don't know that yet, well, here's an old clip that will catch you up before we move on. Let's first take a look at what the 1946 dictionaries used to say. Dragons, now rare. Let's see what Alexa has to say about this. Alexa, how many dragon fossils have been found in the United States?
The number of dragon fossils found in the United States is limited. Only 5 fossils have been discovered so far, limiting the knowledge about these creatures. These fossils are studied by researchers to learn more about dragon species and their evolution. While the findings are preliminary, they provide insights into the life and times of these majestic creatures.
So the dictionary says they're real. Alexa says they're real. Several weeks ago in the UK, they found a fossil that looked like this, even though they called a plesiosaur. This sure looks like a dragon to me. And just a few weeks after that was found, CNN reveals that their scientist actually unveiled dragon remains, not to mention how they're part of the Chinese zodiac with all real animals.
Diskussion ist rum, Jungs, okay?
Verses in the Bible that reference dragons. And how my friend Lori sent me this amazing 1922
Achtung.
dictionary that just happens to have the word dragon in it. And let's see what it says.
Verrückt. Leute, ich habe auch nichts gewusst, Alter. Ich war auch nur ungebildet.
Is it going to say something else? Winged serpent. And if that still wasn't enough evidence for you, just go to the Google Maps and type that in and see this perfect outline of a dragon. And if you've seen my volcanoes are caused from the insides of dragons, well, look at this smoke just billowing out of where that dragon is.
Wir kommen noch auf alles zu sprechen, Leute, keine Angst.
Second, you need to know that them breathing fire wasn't just a fairy tale. No, I'm gonna show you just how easy that actually could have been for them. When you watch this is literally just 2 ingredients being mixed together with a little bit of water added, and it combusts into fire. It's just glycerin and potassium. They literally mix and they turn to fire. There's an animal that does this. The bombardier beetle literally does this. As a self-defense, it mixes 2 different liquids together that, when shot out, becomes a hot, burning hot acid. Now, is it really that far-fetched to believe that maybe a much more advanced killing machine could have 2 liquids that, when come together, just happen to combust to create fire, like the glycerin and potassium? Now, knowing that dragons breathing fire...
Leute, jetzt gebt euch langsam mal ein Licht auf, hoffe ich, okay?
I need to show you what I figured out a few months back.
Waren lange 5 Tage, huh?
So I went volcano hunting because I wanted to see what I could see. And I went to Mount Rainier in Washington. And right away I noticed something. And you might not see it right away, but I sure did. But take a look, and then I'll show you. How about now? Is it coming clear now? So I thought, maybe this is just a coincidence. Maybe this actually is just pareidolia. So I went to another volcano, and I found another face that looked pretty similar, down to its eyes and even nose and mouth.
Krank.
And when you compare 2 different volcanoes side by side, faces are clearly there, but this isn't even the half of it, because I kept hunting and I kept going to volcanoes and I kept finding remnants of dragons. Do you see this?
Der hat besser Research gemacht als jeder von euch, okay? Ihr kommt da gar nicht mehr mit. Das ist echter Research, okay? Der hat 10 Sachen aufgezählt. Alles Beweise, wo man nicht mehr von der Hand nehmen kann.
Next, I went to Mount Vesuvius and found dragon remnants. This one literally looked like it died here. You can see its head here and its mouth, and like it spewed its acid to create this hole. And just for a closer look, there's there's clearly petrified dragon head there. So here's where I tie it all in together. We've all heard the tales of dragons and their hoards of gold, right? It's in The Hobbit. It's in all stories involving dragons. They're always hoarding some sort of treasure and involved with gold. And I thought to myself, why is that? And well, do you know what they found recently in all sorts of volcanoes?
Guck, der denkt
Let
noch
me show
selber.
you. They've been finding gold. Gold coming out of volcanoes. And yeah, sure, they say it's from the Earth's core.
Das wusste keiner, okay?
How ironic is it that I am saying volcanoes are the remains of dragon, and the acid and the fire and the lava spewing up is the active remains of those stomach acids that would literally combust and create fire that the dragons can shoot out. And now all of a sudden, they're finding gold shooting out of these all over the place. Gold might be leaking from the Earth's core, but coming out of the volcanoes. And this news story literally talked about the gold coming out of the volcanoes, and I couldn't help but notice how it literally looks like a dragon's eye there. Maybe that's just me. But getting back to dragons and their hoarding of gold, and yeah, they say it's to represent wealth and power, and it's all sort of fantasy and fiction. Well, I'm starting to think that there's a lot more truth to the dragons hoarding the gold, and maybe there was a very specific reason for it. A very specific reason. And I kind of mentioned it in the beginning, because gold is an excellent conductor of electricity. It ranks among the most conductive metals. It's highly conductive, allows electrical currents to flow freely through gold without significant resistance. And well, I don't believe anything is just coincidence anymore. I think all the stories of dragons hoarding the gold is them telling us. It's telling us in fiction form the truth, because that's what they do. They tell us the truth through fiction, and they tell us the lies through what's supposed to be true. And when I saw this video months and months ago, I thought it looked extremely real, but I couldn't wrap my head around how this would be flying without wings. And then it hit me. It's using the ether, and it's conducting electrical currents, and maybe using gold all over its body to help conduct that current so it can move freer through the free energy all around us. And maybe they replaced all the stories of dragons with fake dinosaurs and evolution to brainwash into believing that we are evolved monkeys spinning on a ball in an unimportant place when we are in the most important place there is, the center of creation, with God smiling down upon us, just hoping that every one of us will look to him and say thank you for this amazing opportunity
Hat er recht.
to live this amazing life in this amazing place. But of course, this is all for entertainment purposes, people. I know this is just some sort
Natürlich.
of CGI, AI nonsense. Dragons didn't exist. T-Rexes did, when Stegosauruses did, and evolution does. And I'm spinning on a ball right now.
Another day, another timeline.
Entertainment only.